Hello everyone! Today, together with Helge, Kairos product specialist, we are going to continue INSIDE Kairos video tutorials and see our final demonstration of Kairos control panel.
Let's say I want to have the two box effect over here, and I want to split the bus and have from the left box the A and B side on that area of the panel, and from the right box the A and B side on that part of the panel. So therefore I'm going into my panel menu again and tell the system I want to see on my profile 1, on deck 1, this area, I want to delegate temporarily now the two box effect. So going to my templates container, where I find the two box and put this in here and confirm OK. Now I have, the way I used it the last time, I have box left A side and box left B side in here. So that's not what I want to have. I want to split the buses. So I go to my delegation button. I want to split this bus. So now it's in split side. And also I want to split this bus down here. And now I have two segmented areas. So here's my box left A. And the last time I used it here was box left B. I can also have any other delegation in here. So here I said box left B. That's why this is coming from. And the last time I've used that over here, it's already the way it is. So I can, of course, saying I want to have my delegation for the box right A side, B side. I flip it around just to make something different. And now I have my program bus left here and my preset bus here. Let's flip this around again, right here and B side here. And now I'm in a split area saying this is box left A, box right B, box left A, box left B as A, B sides to my double box with preset cross points and program cross points. Of course, take this one step further. On a 4-box effect, typically I'm not affecting my background at all. So I make this box top left, box top right, box bottom left, box bottom right. So I can also put my layer buses down here and put my program buses up here. So any type of delegation.
What are the extra controls or transitions?
Yeah, let's show this on the main scene again. So I delegate main scene down here to the lower segment. Put main on. As you can see right now, so I have some transitions in here, but they're doing just some very specific type of transitions. When we look at this into my transitions menu from main, as you can see, the 3 transitions I've created is a DV transition on the background, AB. I do a zoom transition on the over the shoulder box, and I do an on-off transition on the layer 2, which I'm not using at all. However, obviously, I totally forgot about saying I need to lose the box. I need to have an on-off transition for this thing. Now, how can we affect this? On the transition delegation over here, delegating my A-B transition in here. So when I'm using the order button here, when I'm using the lever arm at this moment, I will only control the effect inside the box as an A-B style. But when you look at this here in that menu over here, you see there are some other transition types listed over here. Those derive from the menu on my panel over here in the profile. On the far right side, you see also a transition type override. So see, I can plan for an A plan, B plan, C plan, just bailout versions of that transition. And that is where this list is coming from. So you see the mix, via black, via white, wipe left, wipe circle, and so on and so on. This is the appearance of that list in here with the buttons right above to address those functions. Now saying, okay, as soon as I delegate this over here, you see that those buttons start lit. So I have a dimming light, a dimmed light in here. Going to the background will disappear. For this one, okay, the only versions I'm having right now is AB on this button, saying I don't want to have the DVE effect come in. I want to have a mix effect instead. And then instead of doing the DVE, I'm only mixing in here. Or just to make it more obvious, saying I want to have that circle wipe instead, I'm doing the circle wipe in here. However, saying the director is yelling at me saying I want to lose that box, I want to dissolve it out. So therefore, the two abbreviations saying AB style transition or in-out type of transition. So I'm selecting in-out instead, saying I want to mix the thing out, and my next transition, I'm taking it out. Or even again saying I want to circle it with the circle wipe, put it on screen, or wipe it off like that, or mix it on and off like this. Either way. However, if I press the button which is belonging to that transition path, this auto button will always take the way how it is originally programmed. So when I use this button here, I will do the DV effect within the box all the time. This is using the temporary override.
And we haven't touched this side of the panel.
A very simple one is saying all the time my operations, let's say, regarding the box in the upper left corner. Do I have to always control this through the GUI? No, I can also control it over the control panel, saying, okay, you see a list of all the scenes and all the possible delegations right now on the control panel I can select from. So I have FxInputs, I have a PDZ head, I have my main menu, my main scene, ME1 scene, ME2 and ME3 scene. Let's say I want to drive the box which comes in my main, the upper left corner. So I'm taking the main, also represented with the background color. So here's my layer 1, which is that over the shoulder box. And there I have a transform 2D. So I delegate this, and from here on, I can just drive the box, make it smaller, make it larger, and just operate this from here. I can also use the acceleration button, so I want to make this all a little quicker, and then use this as a speed button, so to speak, and this is a smaller scale without pressing the button. Now, losing all of this, there's some more functionality within that section on that keypad. So right now I'm on the main menu, so I can determine what is my IP connection, the setup of the control panel using different profiles, setting up contrast values for the lights and backlights, all this kind of stuff. Also setting up an IP address, set the net mask, set the gateway. This is all what is hidden in here. VTR controls for my internal players, like the clip players in the RAM channels, or even external players, so I can cycle through the list using the arrow markers here. Or I can delegate this thing to macros. And now you can see also macros which are listed also within the GUI. When I'm going to my configuration of my macros and pick the panel macros over here, and then you see exactly what is here in that keypad. So the 10, the 20, the 30, start, pause, and reset. So these are all things which are addressing the multi-viewer, the countdown functionality. And when we click from here into the layout, so on the layout for the countdown block, then you see this is the functionality, and this is the times I'm affecting using this macro over here. So when we're going back into the panel macros over here, I can execute this from here, or from the buttons down here, or I can do it straight in the control panel. So I want to set this to 20 seconds countdown scale. So it's on 20 seconds countdown scale. I want to start the countdown, pause the countdown, recontinue the countdown, pause, reset, or preset any other of my settings here, 10, 20, or 30. I can record macros straight in the control panel, saying I want to do a record. I want to set clip layer 2 on preset and dissolve it to air. So hit the record button, preset crosspoint, force my background transition, auto trans, stop. Comes up with a default name under this location, and I can see it also here in the GUI with that name. And even though here using the F2 key and call it CP1. And how it appears here as well. So changing the cross points here, changing my next selection over here. Turn this off. Run this macro. Hold on.
Helge, and how many control panels can be connected to one server?
As many as you want. It's true TCP/IP network. Put as many control panels into it, as many as you want. It's more precise. We say how many different profiles we can select from, and that is 8 profiles. In macros, as you can see it over here, as well in the panel menu over here, I can pick from 8 different profiles per control panel. But technically, I can connect as many as one, but then they have to share the 8 profiles.
Great. Thank you very much, Helge.
You're welcome.